Rich Day Legacy Building Lady tapping in with you. Okay, so I wanted to come on here. Let me get this. Get it a little bit more. I don't know if I even really did anything, but wanted to talk to you about a thought that's been coming to me reoccurring on my journey. And if you haven't tapped into any of my videos before, I am a subconscious consultant, or past life regressionist, um, tarot consultant. And just to kind of give a bit of my background, been a tarot consultant on and off for about 4 years. Really started to go deeper with it in the past couple of years doing that work. One of the reasons I decided to go deeper, it's been so transformative for myself and really giving me a lot of insight about myself. So it's an incredible tool to work with. And then along with that, I became a past life regressionist, studied with Q Reeves and got certified around mid-time, the middle of last year. So phenomenal. Oh my God. I just am so grateful for my regression experience in the work because a little bit about me. I have a background as an insurance agent, a notary, and in my insurance business, we were all about personal development, right? So you talk about Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor, of course, Tony Robbins, um, anybody you can think of that was personal development. I was listening to them. I had a role in university. I was reading books, just really trying to expand and evolve, but it wasn't quite working for me. Now, let me be clear. These tools can be exceptional. We're all different. We all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different environments. We all respond to things differently. So I don't want to make the mistake of saying like those people or those resources aren't effective. It just all depends on where you are in your journey and who you are and how you've been impacted by whatever may have occurred for you. So based upon what I had experienced and how early I had experienced it and how it impacted me, my trauma was like deeply rooted. And so even though I was in that business for years and constantly doing the practical work, doing the mental work, and like I said, working on reprogramming myself through affirmations, declarations, incantations, however you want to refer to them, I was doing everything I knew to do. Now, if I'm further transparent, based upon who I was and how I was, a lot of times some of these people were having workshops, events. I wasn't able to invest in them. So a lot of my effort was based upon my own capacity or resources. So my journey has been quite an extended one because of that. So got into my insurance business when I was very young. Fast forward now, I still like to think of myself as young, but I'm 41 years young, or a 41-year young babe, I like to say. And I refer to myself that way because I feel I do have, of course, wisdom based upon my experience and exposure in being here. At the same time, still on my own personal learning journey, okay? So yeah, that's kind of my backstory. So with the regression experience, I want to talk about being lost and then being found. So if you haven't tapped in with Q Reeves, definitely tap in with Q Reeves. Again, I was his student, so I just want to give that so you know that's where I'm sourcing some of this from. Now, disclaimer too, my exact ideas and expression are not his. This is just me explaining my experience with the tool that he equipped us with to help us on our evolution or our growth or our personal development journey. So being lost and then being found. So what I have come to realize in the work being done and me doing extensive inner work or shadow work or however you would want to refer to that, we'll call it inner work here. Um, with that work and the past life regression combined, I really started to shift some things within. And with that past life regression or subconscious consulting work, I was really able to start to find me or remember aspects of me. And I feel that's incredibly important, of course, in all of our journeys, because sometimes we get into environments, and that's inner environments, external. But for the sake of this, I'm going to speak to, because of our internal environment, sometimes we get into external environments that can be counterproductive or not as supportive to our overall evolution or growth or process. So that's what I had or have done. And so with that, I realized I had lost a lot of myself, aspects of myself, like for how I dress, how I put myself together, how I show up. I had kind of gone into, I'll reference what's the movie? Get Out. The sunken place. Like, Ashley was in there the whole time, but Ashley's expression was either muted or, yeah, muted. I'll say that. It wasn't there. It wasn't allowed to come up to the surface. But through the regression work, I was able to resurface or find myself. And so now it's like I'm relearning, like or becoming reacquainted with me. We'll say that. Becoming reacquainted with me, my likes, my dislikes, my feelings, where my feelings show up in my body, the whole nine. Just literally getting to know me. And it's been an incredible journey. Now, of course, with anything, some days can be interesting or adventurous. But all in all, I'm so incredibly grateful for really getting the opportunity to know me. Top tier. Just an amazing experience. And I've really started to fall in love with myself, really treat myself better, because I have a better comprehension and awareness of who I am and how I desire to show up for myself. So it's been an incredible experience overall, and it's important to recognize and book a regression with Q. Book a regression with Q. You could book a regression with myself, but I will shout him out first. But of course, I'm here. I love the work. I'm grateful for the work. But get a regression with a professional, and he's done like hundreds, thousands of them. But really get that work done and really start to get committed to your inner work. I work with clients in that capacity as well, but just start doing that work so you can really get familiar with who you are, how you're showing up, and really start to make the necessary modifications for your own personal expansion, awareness, your journey. So, um, so yeah, let me recap or make sure I hit lost and found. The regression allowed me to be found. Again, very grateful for that. And when I say found, again, another way to say it, remember who I am on a deeper level, because based upon how I had experienced things, it had been pushed down. So now I'm resurfacing, I'm coming forward, and it's a beautiful journey. And a lot of times this has happened to us and we're not aware because we're not actively working on ourselves. And I don't say that necessarily beat you up. You know who you are and where you are in life. But sometimes, based upon the current rhythm or cycle you're in, you're not pausing, you're not being still, you're not taking time to really get familiar with who you are, how you are, so you can really maximize your experience here. So yeah, if you're interested in a subconscious consult or past life regression, I am definitely here to serve in that capacity. Grateful for the opportunity, grateful for all that's come forth in my own journey with that work. And then also tarot consulting. I do that, and coaching. So coaching you as you work on your evolution, as you do your inner work. I am here to help you in those ways. So if you're interested in that, definitely hit me up. Would love, 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 love the opportunity to help you in that capacity. Okay, so until the next video, peace.